Hey, my friends, it's your girl Cassandra coming at you with today's 10-minute takeaway. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys have been having a great day thus far. We're almost to the weekend, baby. So 10-minute takeaways. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series that we've been doing all month long. Again, the reason why we're doing these in the first place is because I want to give you guys a sneak peek on the conversations that I'm having with my clients day in, day out. A lot of them are going to sound very similar to your self-talk and the things that you've got going on in your own life. And I'm trying to show you the benefit of having a life coach and having somebody in your life to champion you, help you, motivate you, keep you on task. Let me help you do that. Before we get into today's topic, which is the power of consistency, we got to go through our housekeeping spiel, if you will. I wish I had like the auctioneer's voice where I could talk really, really fast. You know, at the end of what is it, the prescription commercials, how they have that person talking that really, really fast at the end. Yeah, I need to like get that skill so I can do that. So housekeeping things, get out there to CassandraBellevue.com for 3 reasons. Number one, once you get there, you'll have a pop-up that will invite you to join our email community, and you will be getting from me emails that are very similar to like what we're talking about, you know, with these 10-minute takeaways. Just encourage short little encouraging snippets to keep you going in whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. You'll also know you'll be the first to know when we're doing like sales and promotions and giveaways, and you'll also be the first to know whenever we have any openings for coaching. So get on the list, be the first to know, keep yourself encouraged and motivated. Number two, we have a $10 sale going on in the store right now, so get you some of that Press But Not Crush merch. I finally grabbed something to show y'all today. This is one of our hats. It says Press But Not Crush. It's the same logo that's out there on the books. And so we've got these in visors. We've got beanies. We've got t-shirts in red and black. And we've also got tank tops for the ladies in purple and red. So go out there. They're $5. Get you right for spring break and for summertime. And the reason why they're $5 is because we're making room for the new merchandise that's getting ready to come in. So go on there and get there. And then the third thing is my book set. So Press But Not Crushed plus the 30-day devotional is together as a set, $15 on the site right now. So grab a set for you, your friends, your family, start a book club, start a Bible study, and get into it. Get yourself motivated, get yourself right. Do not let 2024 be another year where you're just disappointed because you didn't do any of the things that you said you were going to do. Remember, we're all about small baby steps around here. We're all about getting started, okay? It's very easy to take itty bitty steps, and I want to help you get there because there's momentum that starts when we get going. So let's get into it. So today we're talking about consistency, and this is a topic that honestly I get around to talking about with just about every single one of my clients. And the thing is, it's great when you have this vision, and it's great when you know what you want to do, but you have to have a plan. And that's part of my personality anyway. Like, I'm that girl that has a plan, that has the spreadsheet in my personal life for my finances, for my life, for everything. And you don't have to be that meticulous. You know, not everybody has that administrative type gift, and you don't really need that to have a business. Trust me. I have friends who, you know, they're not as type A as me, and they're thriving and they're doing great because they're consistent, because they have a plan, because they go after it, and they do not allow themselves to be delayed and hindered and all that stuff. And so again, when I'm talking to my clients, a lot of the times they'll be like, oh, you know, I fell off, or I lost my motivation, and oh, I gotta pick it back up again. And I'm telling you, this consistency thing is like a snowball, and as it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It gains more momentum, and pow, like, it has an impact. And so one of the things that I try to encourage my clients is like, you have to come with a certain plan. If you're writing a book, like I get a lot of people who are starting businesses or feel like they're called to write a book as well, things like that. You got to get consistent. Give, like, what is your goal? Make it something simple. 10 minutes a day I'm going to dedicate to my business or to writing this book. Whether you're just writing, or whether you're organizing your thoughts. This is going to be part of this chapter. This is going to be part of that chapter, so on and so forth. If you've got a book, okay, I got to find a graphic designer. I got to get a book cover. I got to find somebody to do the layout. Am I self-publishing? Am I finding a publisher? Like, so on and so forth. There's so many things to do, so many things that go into it. Dedicate 10 minutes a day, or say I'm going to spend an hour a week, or I'm going to spend 2 hours every month, depending on your time frame, your deadline, what you have the capacity for, given what you already have on your plate. But consistency is key. You have to be diligent about that. You have to stay on top of that, because life happens, okay? Life be lifing sometimes. And if you think you're just going to happen to find time, let's be real. Have you just happened to find time over the course of the last few years, months, weeks, days? No, it doesn't always naturally happen that way, okay? And so set those mini goals, be consistent. What are you going to give yourself time? What is the time frame you're going to give yourself on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to dedicate to this purpose and to this calling? And one of the things that I thought of, when I was, thinking about this topic and presenting it, I was thinking about this parable that you've probably heard about before if you were raised in church, if you Bible reader or whatever. But it's this parable, and it's known as the parable of the persistent widow in most circles. And this is actually a parable found in Luke chapter 18. And basically it's this widow, and she's seeking justice. The problem is she's dealing with a judge who has a reputation for being unjust. Go figure. A judge who is known for being unjust. Now, some of you are in situations right now where you're like, you feel that widow, right? You feel like you're in a situation that's already set up for you to fail, right? And so that's another reason why we don't get started. Another reason why we don't get consistent, because we don't really believe that it's actually going to happen, right? But we've got to get persistent. We've got to get consistent. And so, it's not funny, but it's interesting to me as I'm reading what this judge is saying about himself. And so it says, starting in verse 3, it says, a widow of that city came to this judge repeatedly saying, give me justice in this dispute with my enemy. Check it. This is what the judge says. The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, I don't fear God or care about people, but this woman is driving me crazy, and I'm going to see that she gets justice because she's wearing me out with her constant requests. And then the Lord said, learn a lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. And it goes on and on to throw some other nuggets and lessons from that story. But we've got to be like that persistent widow. It's like you set your face as flint, and it's like, this is going to happen. And this is my plan to make sure that it happens. I'm sure that persistent widow had a plan. I don't know what her rotation was, if it was daily or she was in there every other day or what exactly she was doing. But at the end of the day, she was like, I'm going to be here. Yes, I'm going to be here every whatever it was, day, every week, few times a month. You're going to see my face. You're going to hear my story over and over again until I get the justice that I deserve. And some of you, this purpose, this plan, this thing that God is trying to give you, he wants you to have this blessing because it's going to change your life for the better. For a lot of you, you stepping into whatever this assignment he is calling you to is the breakthrough that you need to shift and pivot your entire life. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. Just a little snippet. Be consistent. Pick something consistent. 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, and dedicate that to whatever it is, the business, the book, the vlog, the podcast, whatever you're trying to do, and watch the momentum get bigger and bigger and bigger, and watch the shift happen in your life. So guys, I hope you found that to be helpful. I encourage you to connect with me out there on my link tree. It has lots of different links on it, but one of the links is going to take you straight over to my Calendly, and that's going to allow you to book sessions with me. You can book a free 15-minute Approach the Coach session. You can book a 1-hour session where we can really dive deep and talk about your goals and then figure out if there's a track that you want to do. But remember, this month we're putting both tracks together at a discounted price, 5 clients in a group setting, so you're going to have a built-in support group to help you along the way. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll catch you tomorrow on the next 10-minute takeaway. Bye, guys.